Hi everyone, this is State Champs at the State Finals. I'm Antoinette Phelps, here with Christina Wilson-Peacock, and we are here to talk about the 2025 Cheerleading State Finals. So why don't we just start with your thoughts on the 2025 competition this year?
I mean, it was an incredibly talented group of kids from Division I down to Division IV. There was so many incredible performances that the kids put out there. Lots of athleticism, a lot of mental toughness.
Oh, I bet.
Out there on the mat. So it's just always great to see the top teams in each division.
Well, let's start on to those divisions. Let's go with Division IV. So we have first place Hanover-Horton. If you just want to maybe tell us some highlights about some of the teams that were in those top 8 spots, so we can just hear about how that was going for everyone and maybe something that stuck out to you or their coaches about what they thought the season went like for them.
Sure. One thing that's really exciting about Hanover-Horton is that this is their second year at the state finals. Last year they got 6th place, and then to come in this year and win the championship, I think that is just incredible. How exciting for that group of girls and the coaches. It's just so awesome. Like, you love to see kids succeed and be so excited about it. It was awesome. And you know, Westphalia just has a storied tradition in MHSAA, so having them come in and get that runner-up spot again, I know that they were vying for that top spot, but that runner-up trophy is very, very special as well, and they had incredible performances at the finals.
They are so fun to watch.
They really are, and their past just makes you excited to see what they're going to bring every year. We also too had, Westphalia were the regional champions. So as you're heading into those finals, it's kind of a toss-up. How's it gonna wind up? And Hanover-Horton came out with the championship this year, which was really exciting for them. We also had so many other, incredibly talented teams in Division IV. Sanford Meridian coming in as district champs. We had Hudson, their storied past as well, coming in, having won 5 in a row. They were coming and gunning and wanting to get that 6th. And, it's just the way the sport goes sometimes. It's a tough battle, really tough battle. Yeah. And Hudson put up a really great fight. We had North Point Christian, who was there as regional champions representing their region, put up a great fight in the competition as well. They did awesome. Another exciting story was Marion. Their first trip to the state finals ever.
That is so exciting. It's so exciting when they get to go for the first time.
There's nothing like making the state finals for your first time. Yeah. It's so exciting. And I know that the girls were so proud of their performances that they put out there on the floor. They did an excellent job. We also had Coloma coming in as district champions as well, and Norway making the trip all the way from the UP, coming in for their first appearance since 2009. Just a really well-rounded group of the top 8 in Division IV.
Let's go on to Division III. We have first place, my alma mater, NDP.
Awesome.
Tell me a little about what you saw in Division III, what the coaches felt like the vibe was, what the girls felt, how it all went.
So Division III had some really action-packed, difficult round 3 performances.
Okay.
I was extremely impressed with those round 3s that were put out there in Division III. NDP came out and they led start to finish. They were such a strong team this entire year. They came in as district champs and regional champs, and then collected that state championship on the final day, and they just really did an amazing job this year.
They haven't won since 2018, right?
Right.
So they were really vying to get back there.
Yeah, definitely. They were pushing for that more recent state championship for sure. We had Groseal coming in at 2nd place, which was so awesome. Love to see them. They did, again, another action-packed, really great round 3 performance. Groseal has a history at the state finals. They were runner-up back in 2009, and then coming back and having this runner-up trophy again. As I mentioned before, that runner-up trophy is really special. So it was exciting to see them out there and hoisting that and getting those medals put around their neck is really awesome. We have Richmond.
Yeah.
Obviously,
we know up there.
Richmond, always a great competitor, and this year was nothing different. Those top 3 teams really put out 3 performances that were battling head to head, and they had been doing that all season long.
Yeah.
So
very impressive.
Right. Richmond always impressed with that. They always have an incredible round 2. So I love watching their round 2. And I know Richmond won their league championship this year, so they were super proud of that. It's just really good season for Richmond as well. Armada, their second appearance 2 years in a row. They were super excited about making it back again. They were the BWAC champs last year, and then Richmond won it this year. So kind of going back and forth and building their name up again, you know, in the more recent years. Charlotte coming in as district champs. So they were coming in with, we know, some really strong performances from them as well. And then from the west side of the state, we had Howard City Tri-County.
Yes.
Wow. I was really impressed with their team this year. They won their district championship. They won their regional championship. I know that this was the first year in a while they had put back Tucks in round 2. They were just having a really incredible season, so I was really proud to see their performances. We had Gladstone making an appearance again, traveling down. Yes. Their first appearance since 2012, which was really awesome to see representation coming on down for that. We always love to see those teams that make it back. And then we had Portland. This was their 4th consecutive year. Portland, interestingly enough, at regionals, after round 2 was in 8th place and battled back to that 4th place spot to make it out of regionals to state finals.
Wow, good for them.
Isn't that amazing?
Awesome.
Like, wow, that is like just an incredible story from Portland.
All right, let's move on to Division 2. We've got the Allen Park Carlson thing going back and forth every year. Tell me a little bit about Division 2.
It's always a battle. I can tell you that from experience. It is always a battle. Allen Park with their 21 consecutive years at the state finals.
And they were back-to-back, so they won last year and this year.
Correct.
Yep.
It is really difficult to defend a title.
Sure.
It really is tough. And Allen Park came in and they were just incredible. They were league champions, they were district champions, they were regional champions, and then come in and they took it all at the state finals.
They were
again.
very polished.
Very clean, incredible performances. Same with Carlson. This is their 25th state finals appearance. And as we know, those two, they battle back and forth big time.
Yeah, so they have some big legacies there, and that's great watching both of them. There's also Carleton Airport mixed in with that, right? We've seen them this year.
Yes, Airport always puts up a nice fight in there as well. Airport was actually runner-up last year. So to have them come in and put up that big fight, you know, it's anybody's day. That's just kind of how the game goes. You gotta be on that day.
Yeah, exactly.
And Airport put up incredible performance at state finals as well. I'm always in awe of what they can put out there.
Yeah, I love watching that division. They're all great, but I really love watching this one. We've got Walled Lake Western in here, Plainwell, right? Tell us a little bit about some of those.
Yeah, Walled Lake Western made their trip back since 2021. So they were excited to be back at the finals. I know coaches Amber and Michelle were so proud to be back. They were really excited, and they came in as district champions as well, which I think is an incredible feat, and they put up 3 beautiful rounds as well. We had Plainwell coming into the competition, coming in with a district championship and a regional championship. We had Zeeland West, another team, their first trip to the state finals ever.
That's awesome.
We love seeing that.
Yes.
Right? And they also won their first league championship ever this year.
Right.
So like state final is just a really good cap on a great season for them. And then we had Cedar Springs and Reese Puffer. I know they had made several state finals appearances over the past few years. So exciting to have them back as well.
All right, and finally on to Division 1. So we've got the whole rivalry between Stoney, Rochester, Adams, and then of course Heartland's in there, Brighton's in there, and a couple other teams. So tell me a little bit about what you saw personally from what you were experiencing with your own team, and also what we have with like the top 8 teams in Division 1.
Division 1 is always the closest race.
Yes.
Right? It is a true battle of powerhouse teams. All 8. Powerhouse teams. So you know going into the Division 1 state finals that it is just going to be an extremely intense competition. And this year was no different. We have Rochester Stoney Creek taking that back-to-back state championship. I know that they were vying for that so hard, and they had history on their side. Last year, they won the regional championship and the state championship, and then did the same again this year, won the regional championship and the state championship.
Good for them, and they had Rochester right on their tail.
So close.
Very close.
Was .32 between first and second place in the Division 1 finals this year. That's like I said, anyone's day, truly anyone's day. .32 is so close. Rochester was coming off of a undefeated regular season.
Good for
and had
Rochester.
come in as district champions. So we always know that battle with the Rochester teams is going to be really, really tight because they battle each other throughout the entire regular season at their league. So we know that those three are really going to battle really in a really close, tight race every single year.
That's what you saw.
This year no different.
Yeah,
Definitely.
exactly. Okay, so we've got Heartland up there in the mix though too.
Yep, Heartland and us, battling in the KLAA all the time. I've said it multiple times. Your team becomes successful when you compete against the best. So we have those Rochester teams that are making each other better because they're constantly competing. Heartland and Brighton constantly competing against each other, making each other better. So it's always nice to see the battles that occur and how things shake out. Heartland finishing in 4th, they had just a jaw-dropping round 3. Very exciting. I know the crowd was going crazy. They had a wonderful round 3 performance, and they just all year had been really, really strong.
Tell me about your team, Brighton.
Yeah.
What is it that you loved about your? I love watching round 3. I love all of them, but round 3, of course, is so exciting for everyone. What is it that you loved about your round 3 this year?
This year, our choreography featured some really, really high-level stunting. We did 3 different types of full-ups, a traditional CrossFit and a Ruby, and the girls were just really proud of their strength and athleticism and what they were able to put out there. And again, competing against the best, you really have to strive and push to be at your best.
Yeah.
And the girls were so proud of all 3 of their performances at the state finals, and that's really all you can ask for.
Of course, that's the best. Okay, we've got Granville, we've got Rockford, we've got Dakota.
Yes, Granville coming in as district champs, conference champs, regional champs. So Granville, always a competitor. They have had the most state finals appearances in MHSAA competitive cheer.
Wow.
So you know that they're going to bring it every time that they show up, right? They are coming in again, coming off of a really, really great regional competition, and Granville's going to bring it with their choreography and with their talent, and they're led by one of the best coaches, honestly, in competitive cheer. 44 years coaching at Granville. You know that they're coached well and that they're going to do a great job. Rockford making their first appearance since 2006. They were so excited to be there. We had competed against Rockford many times, and they really had a strong and competitive team this year. I was very impressed with what they were able to do. In fact, this year they set school records in all 3 of their rounds in their total score. So incredible,
that's impressive.
Right? It is. It's really hard to do.
It is.
It's really hard to do. And then we round out with Dakota, who made their first appearance since 2014.
Yes.
Right?
Good for them, yes.
Being at the state finals, whether you're there every single year like Alan Parks, 21 years in a row, or whether it's your first in a long time, it takes a lot of mental fortitude to compete at such a high level.
Absolutely.
And every single one of the teams in all the divisions just did a great job.
Congratulations to all 32 qualifying teams and our 4 state champs, Stoney Creek, Allen Park, Notre Dame Prep, Hanover-Horton. We are here on the campus of Lawrence Tech. The football all-star game is in June. Some of these competitive cheerleaders will be participating.
Yeah, we are really excited to extend the opportunity to the senior competitive cheerleaders who can come and be a part of the all-star game. They get to have one last event in their cheer career. So we have a whole process, and it was awesome last year. We had such a good time. So we'll be excited to see some of those seniors back here.
Christina, thank you so much for coming to recap with us. What a great season. This has been awesome. You have so much great information from the coaches, and congratulations again to all the teams.
Yeah, thanks. It was a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
State Champs at the State Finals is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Recruit yourself and support your own dreams with an athletic scholarship from Lawrence Technological University. Visit lturecruityourself.com. State Champs at the State Finals is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud sponsor of the MHSAA. Reaction Technologies, up your game. Go to reactiontechnologies.com for more information. The Detroit Athletic Club Foundation Male and Female Athlete of the Year Awards. To see previous winners, go to dacathleteoftheyear.com.